Once again, welcome to Global Talk Show by Business Bar Academy, Netherlands. And today, yet another great personality from India is here with us to share his incredible experiences about his life, his challenges. So, taking a deep dive, I would love to introduce Professor Raghavendra L. from India. Welcome, Professor, to our show. It's been a great
Namaste, madam. Namaste.
host you. Great fun.
Namaste, madam.
Well, Professor Raghavendra L, if I talk about, he's a biodiversity scientist, speaker, academician, research scientist, and also a great humanitarian awardee. So moving to our journey, Professor, kindly enlighten about your great, incredible journey to our audience.
Okay, madam. I'm happy. Myself, Professor Raghavendra L. I'm very born in the remote village, Soraba, Shimoga district of Karnataka, India. I'm basically life scientist. I did my post-graduation in MSc, Life Science. I'm the first product of Kuala University in Karnataka, India. And I did my research. I'm the first research candidate from that university in 1993. I did my research on biodiversity of a particular range in Bhadra Wildlife Sanctuary. You may be aware about the very noted wildlife sanctuary in Karnataka as well as the famous in India. I started my academic professional in the university level only when I was 23rd year. I joined as a postgraduate lecturer in Kuala University in the Department of Life Sciences. 3 years I did my research on biodiversity as well as an academician as a lecturer in the Kuala University. Then I turned my profession to, I left the job and I joined in the medical college where an initiative project of biodiversity board, I taken as the people biodiversity register. From there to till now, I did more than 75 villages, Gram Panchayats, people biodiversity register. That people biodiversity register, I think you are aware about PBR. That is very noted legal document to be produced to the government for the legal issues. That includes the value of importance medicinal plants, the traditional knowledge, and about the important medicinal plants in that locality. Then what are all the medicinal uses for that particular herb? Of course, it's the local name only. That I did more than 72 Gram Panchayat level. I think you may have heard about this word, Gram Panchayat level, in the remote villages of the Western Ghat belt of Karnataka. This I'm belonging to Uttar Kannada district, my professional, what you call it, at the place. Then I started. Maybe I thought that I'm the first person I
Can you hear,
I'm
Professor?
audible now?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Now
I'm
you're
audible now?
Yeah.
Yeah, madam. These things.
Yeah, please continue.
Any further discussion made? Okay, right. 2 more minutes. And more than 7 countries, I given a lecture on different issues on the environment, including Australia, about especially environmental issues, biodiversity and other things, Nigeria and other countries. And as well as an academician and research scientist, more than 70 national level conferences I attended as a chairman, as a resource person in the different part of the country, as well as the countless conferences in the state level, university level I did. And my one of very loving subject is environment issues. I used to mingle with the students, especially up to the 10th standard in the village level, interacted more than 250 lecture on the environmental issues.
Great one. So, Professor Raghavendra,
Yeah.
this is really great one. And moving to my journey ahead, now I am opening a question which is so favorite for everyone. That is about your challenges which you had faced in life. So, kindly enlighten about your challenges.
Yeah, it's personal. I will start with my personal life actually. I was born in 1971. My place of birth was, it's a taluk headquarter, but remote area. I did my
Yeah, Professor Raghavendra, are you there? Yes, please continue.
yeah. There I did my graduation named by Sagar, whereas the challenges in this sense were not so much rich people. So we are middle class people. There only the life begins with satisfaction, but it not too much economically view to what you call it as they have the high status life. Then completion of my graduation, then I turned to the post graduation. After the post graduation, luckily I got the job. It was very, what you call it, at the minimum wages. From there I started. But biodiversity, this is the challenge actually. It is not easy, what you call it, the field what I selected. Because you have the variety and variability among the living organisms and ecological complexes in which they occur is the term called the word of the biodiversity, where here is we are working with the wild animals. It was very thrilling life that time because no advanced, because my research is 30 years back. 30 years back, I started my research. It was survey work only, spot visit. We don't know what and all the wild animals we are facing because the survey work we are going. Of course, with the help of the forest officials only. The thing is very interesting point is every day we are interacting with the wild animals. These are the things, and my field was not easy because you are aware that nowadays the natural sciences it is declining. The people is away from the natural science. Mine is the life science, biodiversity, the natural science, importance one. And very interesting point somewhere I recorded. See, very interesting. One point I am going to highlight. I don't want to waste your session's time. 2 points. The nurturing of the nature. It is initiated by the village level only. They are very rich knowledge. Biodiversity heritage knowledge is very rich. But the scientific view, what we are going to be imposing them, that is the more dangerous. We cannot protect the environment by imposing our views. You respect the traditional views, you respect their traditional knowledge, then only it will be easy. So these are the many instances I recorded in my people biodiversity register documentation because more than 71 villages of the remote area of the Western Ghat I visited. There I got the enough information. See, one of the beautiest way is, you know how to know the depth of the well, open well? Because in India, the open well is the more common resources for the water resource. You know how to know the depth of the water? You know where there is air circulation now? Very simple techniques like that. They introduce people. They don't know about your modern views of the technology, but they are aware that the depth of the well is to know unknown person. I'm telling. If the known person he aware of that things, unknown person know the depth of the well, including where there is air circulation and all. These are the techniques and interesting. So these are the things. The point is, uh, first you respect the people of traditional people. Then there is no challenges with your life. If you are not giving importance to that view, every point is the challenges to you. This my view regarding my science.
Great.
Please.
All right. So, Professor, moving to our journey ahead, now I would love to ask about your work, that is biodiversity scientist you are. So how you got this lovable feel and how you got interest, inspiring
Yes, yes,
things?
yes,
Yeah.
madam. Yes, very interesting question. And actually, I want to be expressed these things. See, I told you after my graduation, I turned to post graduation. Post graduation, after post graduation, I turned to research degree, MPhil. MPhil was the university. I told you, I am the first person in the university. There is no laboratory facility. I'm telling you frankly. So therefore, our professor and the guide and the chairman of the department, he suggested you go for the field work. Then I thought that what the field work and all to be no. Then I opted ultimately the biodiversity. And in India, there is one magazine very famous, Employment News. I used to love that Employment News. See, in the Employment News, there is a good number of advertisement about the employment. But apart from that, there is a front page, good articles, very good article, informative articles. That time, when I was a student and I was a teacher of that time of 30 years back, 2 rupees. The paper cost is 2 rupees. I used to read that first article. They're highlighting about the biodiversity articles series. Then I interested I should do something. And that is, to be frank, it is expensive less because I'm not in the position to give any amount to the research work. It's a field work only. My knowledge will work. Therefore, I opted when I involved with these things, it was interacted. Then this was the interest of my biodiversity. Then I completed documentation work of biodiversity from the university. Then I submitted. After that, actually, my real work start. It was interacted with the Biodiversity Board of our state. There's the initiative project. They invited the application for the biodiversity. There, I worked as a coordinator for the people biodiversity registers with visiting the villages, they're interacting with the people and all that documentation starts. These are the journey and interest point of the biodiversity. Biodiversity, to be frank, it is I selected because of this inexpensive research.
Okay,
Please.
that's great one. Well, moving to this journey, Professor, there are some, dreams for everyone in their life. So, what kind of a mission or vision you are having for your life? So, kindly just enlighten with
Oh,
ourselves.
good, good, madam. Good, madam. My vision, my dream is so enlightened because I met Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. Sir is no more now. He's the president. I met this sir. This is my life great achievement. There only I dreamed. Sir always telling to dream a huge one. I dreamed to have something works to society to the biodiversity. Biodiversity to work, create the awareness about the importance of the biodiversity, nurturing of the biodiversity, and all. So I want to start with one NGO because see, I'm sorry, I'm maybe utilizing this platform. No Godfather to with me because my own work that will gives me a great personality in this view because no Godfather with me. I want to start with an NGO that will purely working on biodiversity, to create the awareness to every village. My dream is at least to I will meet 1 lakh people to create an awareness. So I'm searching for a vehicle. If that is available, I'll give a free awareness camp to villages to meet 1 lakh people by 2025. It is my target. I started already because I already expressed to you. I have no money. Only I have the knowledge. No people with me. People, those who are inviting me for the villages and all talk, I will go. I'll give it free of cost talk as much as knowledge I will go, I will share with them. These are the things. By another 25 months, I will meet 20, I mean, 1 lakh people. This I planned to meet. I already started these things. This World
Great
Environmental Day, I
one.
initiated the work. By 25th World Environmental Day, I tried to meet 1 lakh people to create the awareness. This is my view, madam, but no money with me. This is
That's great.
very frank.
Yes, very
Uh,
important thing is that you have great visions and great missions that will keep you moving. So that's really great, Professor. Well, before we end our
Yeah,
session,
madam. There actually.
yeah.
So, okay, madam. Only view is plastic-free environment to meet 1 lakh people. Now, biodiversity is that also environmental views. That is plastic-free environment I want to create. For this thing, I already initiated. You share my contact number, madam. Those who are interested, they can call me. I will give a free talk.
Sure. They will
About the
just
importance of
contact you,
environment.
Professor. They will just contact you regarding the biodiversity. So this is really great. And before I say goodbye, please, we are all waiting for your lovely message to our audience.
Yeah, only message is, dear friends, to protect the environment, to nurture the environment, and you love your motherland, then only it will comes. Because it is not away, because we have our own problems in life, everything. As much as possible, don't use the plastic. We'll make entire globe plastic free. I'm sorry if any what you call it, the stakeholder related to plastic is here. Don't think another, because it will ruin our global level environment. These things. So plastic free environment, create an awareness to your next generation. This is the message.
Very good. That is
Yeah, madam.
really excellent.
Please.
Yeah. So thank you so much, Professor, for sharing your life story experience and sharing your work with everyone. And I'm sure people would have enjoyed. And they're going to connect with you for your biodiversity work, pious work, which you are doing for the society. So heartfelt wishes to you and your work too. So thank you so
madam.
much.
Thank you very much, especially Supriya, madam. I'm sorry I maybe troubled you in between, because
No, no.
I'm very much interested in involving with this. Thank you, madam. Thank you very much. God
Thank
bless
you.
you. Have bright future. You have bright future, really. It's a good
Thank you so
personality.
much.
You. Thank you, madam. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. And yes, we will be moving ahead in our journey with a lot of people. So stay tuned. Happy, healthy, hearty. Bye-bye for now.
Thank you. Madam, if you have any